Okay guys, let's move on to our reading practice. I'm going to share some sounds with you. I want you to listen, and then I want you to blend the sounds together and say the word for me. Az. Has. Very good. T. Z. Tins. Very good. I. Is. Very good, guys. Keep listening. As. Very good. Last one. Tans. Great job, guys. Way to listen. Okay, now let's apply what we've learned about closed syllable words. So I'm going to write some words on the board, and then we are going to go through those words, and we're going to use our coding marks on the new words that we see. So our first word, tell me what you notice about that word. Does everyone see the vowel in that word? So let's code it with a V. Do we see the consonant? So let's code it with a C. And we know that when a vowel is followed by a consonant, that the sound, or that the syllable is closed, the vowel is short, and we code it with a brief. Now, remember the S? Earlier we talked about how we code the voiced S with the line through it. So we've now coded our vowel and our consonant. Let's look at one more together. Okay, can we find our vowel? Good. We're going to mark it. What do we notice about the S? That's right, it's a suffix. So we need to put a square around our suffix. So we know that we have a vowel and a consonant afterwards, just like we did in our first word. So if the vowel is followed by a consonant, then the syllable is closed, the vowel is short, and it's coded with a brief. And what do we know about the S? That it is a closed syllable, and we code it with the voice line. Now, last word that we're going to do together. Okay, again, let's start with, do we recognize our vowels? Good. What do we notice about our S again? That's right, it's a suffix, so we're going to square that off. Now let's see what comes after the vowel. A consonant. What do we know about the vowel now? That it's followed by a consonant. So the syllable is closed, the vowel is short, so we code it with a brief. And we know that the S is coded with a voice line, just like we did right up here. So all three of these are coded with the voice line. Now I'm going to pass out your reading practice. Everybody's going to get the Lesson 8 reading practice. And we are going to do some coding, and then we're going to do some reading. Let's go through our words real quick as review. As, pans, tins. We hear that closed S right on the end. We hear that one a lot. So now let's look at the first three words. Those are the words that we just did. Those were just free words that we did together. Then we're going to read the next words, and you're going to code them. Then we'll look at the sentences below. So we did as, pans, and tins. Now let's look at the next word, is. If we do this one just like we did those before it, here's our word. Find our vowel, our consonant. We know that I The vowel before is now short, so we're going to code it with a brief. And the S, we're going to put the voice mark on because the S or the Z sound that it makes. So now I want you to do the next 3 words together. Do those on your own practice sheet. I'm going to give you a second to do that, and then we'll move on to the sentences at the bottom. Okay, let's move on. Now, looking at the sentences, I want you to code any of the words that you don't know, only the unknown words. And then we're going to read the sentences fluently together. So I'm going to give you a minute to code unknown words, words that you don't know, and then we'll read together. Ready? Anne is in a pit. Ants sit in tins. Nat is tan. As Nan sits, an ant tans. All right, good job, guys. You did a great practice today.